Imagine starting a company in your garage. Just an idea, a dream, and a computer. Now, imagine that company becoming one of the most powerful businesses on Earth. Books were just the beginning. Today, it's a global empire, changing how we shop, how we read, even how we go to space. This is the story of a man who believed in the power of the internet, who believed in the future, and who believed that if you think big enough, anything is possible. So if you're a student, still figuring things out, don't go anywhere, because this 20-minute journey could change the way you see your own future. Part 1, Lesson 1, Introduction, and Lesson 2. Early life and education. Jeffrey Preston Bezos was born on January 12, 1964, in Albuquerque, New Mexico. But life didn't begin in a perfect way. His biological father left when Jeff was still a baby. But when he was just 4 years old, a Cuban immigrant named Miguel Bezos adopted him. Jeff took his stepfather's last name, and from that moment, he became Jeff Bezos. Even as a child, Jeff was curious. He loved computers. He took apart toys just to see how they worked. At high school in Miami, he was already dreaming big. He even said he wanted to build space hotels and amusement parks in space. Bezos went on to study at Princeton University, one of the top schools in the country. He majored in electrical engineering and computer science. And guess what? He graduated with top honors. Lesson 3, College experience and early career. After Princeton, Jeff had many choices. He could have joined any tech company, but instead, he took a different path. Wall Street. He worked at several firms, Fettel, Bankers Trust, and finally, D.E. Shaw, a top hedge fund. He was only 26 years old and already earning a six-figure salary, but something didn't feel right. Jeff saw something others didn't: the internet. In the early 1990s, internet usage was growing fast, 2,300% per year. That number blew his mind. He had an idea. What if people could buy books online? He knew it was risky, but risk didn't scare him. Lesson 4, The birth of Amazon. In 1994, Jeff Bezos did something most people would never do. He quit his safe, high-paying job. He packed his bags and drove across the country to Seattle. He had one goal: to build an online bookstore. They started in a garage with a small desk and a few servers. He had one goal: to build an online bookstore. They started in a garage with a small desk and a few servers. They called it Amazon. Why Amazon? Because it's the name of the biggest river in the world. And Jeff wanted to build the biggest store in the world. At first, they only sold books. But Bezos had a vision. He didn't just want to sell books. He wanted to sell everything. He dreamed of creating the Everything Store. Part 2, From Struggles to Superpower. Lesson 5, Early Struggles and Investment Challenges. Amazon was born in a garage, but to grow, it needed money. Jeff and his wife Mackenzie worked day and night. They needed investors. So Jeff made a business plan and started calling people, friends, family, anyone who would listen. Many said no. Some even laughed at him. But a few believed. His parents invested $250,000, their life savings, because they believed in their son. Slowly, Jeff built a small team. They packed boxes by hand, drove them to the post office, and handled every customer email themselves. But Amazon's real challenge was logistics: shipping books across the country, managing orders, keeping customers happy. It wasn't easy. Still, Jeff didn't give up. He said, "We are stubborn on vision, flexible on details." Lesson 6, Dot-com bubble and Amazon survival. In the late 1990s, the internet was booming. Everyone wanted to invest in dot-com companies. Amazon's stock soared. But then, in 2000, the dot-com bubble burst. Thousands of internet companies shut down. Amazon lost millions. People thought it wouldn't survive. But Jeff didn't panic. He focused on one thing: the customer. He cut costs. He made hard decisions. and he reminded his team, it's always day one. Day one means thinking like a startup, staying fresh, fast, and focused. While others gave up, Amazon kept going. Lessons 7. Business expansion, more than books. Amazon survived the storm. Now it was time to grow. From books, Amazon expanded to CDs, then DVDs, electronics, clothes, toys, almost everything. Jeff introduced fulfillment centers, giant warehouses powered by technology. He wanted fast delivery, happy customers. Then came the big ideas. 1. Amazon Prime, free 2-day shipping. 2. Kindle, Amazon's e-reader. 3. Alexa, the voice of smart homes. Jeff kept asking, what do customers want? Before they even know it. That thinking helped Amazon grow into something more than a store. It became part of people's everyday lives. Lesson 8. The rise of Amazon Web Services, AWS. But Jeff wasn't done. While building the world's biggest store, he built something even bigger, behind the scenes. In 2006, Amazon launched AWS, Amazon Web Services, a cloud platform that helps other businesses run their websites and apps. Today, AWS powers companies like Netflix, Spotify, NASA, and even government services. And most people don't even know it's there. For Amazon, AWS became a money machine, bringing in more profit than the retail business. Jeff had once again seen the future and built it. Part 3. Leadership, Family, and the Race to Space. Lesson 9. Jeff Bezos' leadership style. Jeff Bezos didn't just build Amazon, he shaped a way of thinking. He believed every day should feel like the first day of a startup. Full of energy, full of ideas, no room for laziness. This is called the Day One philosophy. Bezos even wrote it in every Amazon shareholder letter. He was obsessed with one thing: the customer. At meetings, he left one seat empty. It was for the customer, a reminder that the customer is always present. Jeff was also driven by data. He wanted numbers, results, and fast decisions. At Amazon, the bar was high, really high. Jeff demanded excellence, speed, and bold thinking. Quote on screen, be stubborn on vision, flexible on details. Lesson 10. Personal life and relationships. Behind the business genius was a family man. Jeff met Mackenzie Scott at D.E. Shaw. She was smart, creative, and believed in his crazy dream. They got married in 1993. They had 4 children, 3 sons, and 1 adopted daughter. Mackenzie helped in Amazon's early days, driving, packing, writing checks. She stood by Jeff as Amazon rose. But in 2019, after 25 years of marriage, Jeff and Mackenzie got divorced. It was one of the most publicized divorces ever. Mackenzie received about $35 billion in Amazon stock, and later gave away a large part of it to charity. Jeff continued forward. Despite the media attention, he kept his focus on Amazon and the future. Lesson 11. Blue Origin and the Space Race. Remember when Jeff was a kid and wanted to build space hotels? He never gave up on that dream. In 2000, he founded Blue Origin, his private space company. The company's motto is Gradatim Ferociter, Latin for step-by-step ferociously. Jeff didn't want quick success. He wanted to build safe, reusable rockets. And slowly he did. While Elon Musk's SpaceX got more headlines, Blue Origin quietly made progress. In July 2021, Jeff went to space himself, on a rocket he helped build. It was a powerful moment. A kid who once dreamed of space, now reaching the stars. Lesson 12. Becoming the richest man on Earth. Amazon kept growing, and so did Jeff's wealth. In 2017, Jeff Bezos became the richest person in the world. His net worth passed $100 billion, then $150 billion, then even more. At one point, he was richer than anyone in modern history. But for Jeff, money wasn't the goal. He once said, "We're not in business to be the richest guys in the graveyard." He used his wealth to build Amazon, Blue Origin, The Washington Post, and more. From a garage to global influence, Jeff Bezos showed the world what's possible when you dream big and think long term. Part 4: Criticism, Giving, and Passing the Torch Lesson. 13. Criticism and Controversies. Even the most successful people face criticism, and Jeff Bezos is no exception. Some said Amazon's warehouse workers were overworked. There were reports of long hours, tight deadlines, and pressure to perform. Amazon said it was improving conditions. It raised wages, added safety measures, and offered education programs. But critics wanted more. Some workers protested. Some politicians spoke out. Jeff also faced questions about taxes. Amazon made billions, but paid little in federal tax for years. And then there was personal spending, a $500 million yacht, private jets, luxury homes. People asked, should billionaires do more for society? But Jeff, like all public figures, had to deal with praise and blame, and he kept moving forward. Lesson 14: Public Personality and Media Image. Jeff Bezos wasn't always the confident guy we see today. In the early years, he was a nerdy tech guy, shy, thin, with a big laugh. But over time, he transformed. Muscles, shaved head, designer clothes, big events. People started calling him the real-life Lex Luthor. He became a meme, the Amazon boss, the space billionaire. But under all that power, he stayed focused. He avoided gossip, didn't speak much on politics, and rarely reacted to critics. He let his work and his companies speak for him. Lesson 15: Philanthropy and Giving Back. For years, people asked, why doesn't Jeff give more? While other billionaires signed the giving pledge, Jeff stayed quiet. But then things changed. In 2018, he launched the Day One Fund to help the homeless and build preschools. Then came the Bezos Earth Fund, a $10 billion project to fight climate change. Mackenzie, his ex-wife, became one of the world's biggest donors, and Jeff began giving more too, with a growing focus on science, education, and the planet. While he doesn't always talk about it, his impact is growing. Lesson 16: Stepping Down as CEO. In 2021, after nearly 30 years, Jeff Bezos stepped down as CEO of Amazon. He passed the torch to Andy Jassy, who had led Amazon Web Services. Jeff didn't leave completely. He became executive chairman, still involved, but now with more freedom. Freedom to focus on Blue Origin, on giving back, and on new adventures. He said, I've never had more energy, and this isn't about retiring. I'm just changing my role. Jeff had built a legacy, and now he was building the next chapter. Part 5: Vision, Wisdom, and the Final Word Lesson 17: Future Vision. Even after stepping down from Amazon, Jeff Bezos didn't slow down. His biggest goal now? Space. Through Blue Origin, he's building reusable rockets, moon landers, and future missions to orbit. He believes millions of people will one day live and work in space. He once said, we need to move industries off Earth and keep Earth as our beautiful home. Besides space, Jeff is investing in new areas. In media, he owns the Washington Post, helping journalism stay alive. In AI and healthcare, he's backing companies that want to cure diseases, extend human life, and build the next generation of tech. Even after becoming the richest man alive, Jeff still dreams like a startup founder. Lesson 18: Jeff Bezos' life. What can we learn from Jeff Bezos? First, take risks. He left a high-paying job for a crazy idea. He bet on the internet when few believed in it. Second, think long-term. Jeff says real success takes years, sometimes decades. Quote on screen: if you're going to do anything new or innovative, you have to be willing to be misunderstood. Third, obsess over the customer, not the competition, not the press, the customer. Fourth, keep learning. From books, from mistakes, from everything. And finally, don't be afraid to look weird, bold, or different. Lesson 19: Conclusion. Jeff Bezos started with nothing, just a curious mind, a big idea, and a love for building. Today, he's one of the most influential people on Earth, and maybe soon, beyond Earth. But this is not just Jeff's story. It's the story of anyone who dares to think differently, to dream big, and to keep moving forward, even when the path is unclear. Whether you're a student, a dreamer, or just someone searching for purpose, remember this. You don't have to be rich to start, but you have to start to get somewhere great. This is Jeff Bezos' journey, but it could be yours too. Right now, you may be a student, studying late, worried about your future, learning English, trying to find your way. But remember, Jeff Bezos was once just like you. No fame, no billions, just ideas, and the courage to take the first step. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be rich. You don't need permission. All you need is to start, to learn, to grow, to believe in yourself, even when no one else does. You are not too late. You are not too small. You are just getting started. So go ahead, learn every day, fail sometimes, get back up, and build your own story. Because your journey might be the next great documentary. For you, something specials. Right now, you might be sitting alone, thinking if your dreams will ever come true. But just like Jeff Bezos, you don't have to be great to start. You have to start to become great. And that's why we built this channel, for students like you. To help you learn English, to help you understand the world, and most of all, to believe in yourself. Subscribe to The Control English for powerful English stories, real-life inspiration, and the support you need to write your own success story. Remember this. This is not just Jeff Bezos' journey. This could be your journey too. And we're here every step of the way.